Y'all know what it is. It's 43 North Uncut. I'm the host with the most, Big J, and we got Tommy Boy. Of course, your main man's
DJ's for real will.
Chase.
The tech guy. I'm calling him the tech guy right now.
He's got a rabbit foot or something. It's something really good about
I like
his presence here. I don't know. His presence is just...
He don't like to make it feel felt too often, though.
No. He tease you with it.
Yeah.
Y'all know pure bullshit.
And then, hey, I like that.
He really do, because it's like, he know what he brings to the table, and he know how much we appreciate it. You know what I mean? So it's just like every time he show up, things that we've been struggling with throughout the week, once he pop up, it's just like bing, 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 bing.
I like
he hit the
man.
jackpot. So
Well, I appreciate that, man.
I mean, it's a trio.
Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like,
Thank you, sir.
Like,
Thank you for your
like that's heartfelt, bro. Like,
that's
I appreciate
the truth.
That,
No,
that's
it's the
for
truth.
real.
I'm not saying nothing that I'm making it up. You can't make shit up like that. So it's just like the connection that we have here, man, is really, really impeccable.
It's a brotherhood, man.
Right, and what we trying to do in our community. So it's like we all kind of think alike in that area, that we serve that main purpose. That main purpose, our community first and foremost. So it's just like to have different avenues on what we good at. We all different in our own ways. So it's like you serve a major part of what we doing up here because we started with you. You know what I mean? So it's
Man,
like,
again, I appreciate it, man, from the heart.
And like when everybody wasn't here yet, so Robbie don't show up a little while ago, and they like, hey, what's going on, you guys? What's up with the podcast? Like, let's get set up. Like, what's going on with the guys? I'm like, are they gonna be here? Then they just saw me frustrated over the video, and I'm like, I vow to myself that if I don't communicate with them or if they're not here, we just ain't gonna do it that day. I mean, for till we get an understanding. So that's my vow that I made. And I tell you that it will show up.
I really appreciate it, you guys.
Hey, shout out to Robbie, man. Shout out to Robbie, man.
Behind the scenes, man.
Because he didn't want to do it just me. He was like, wait a minute, it's just you? Like, what you gonna talk about?
We like Batman and Robin and Superman, man. We the Avengers, man. I mean, we the Avengers, man. So it's like, I mean, this thing don't work unless we all here. So we know that. We know where we at. We know how long it takes to get from where we at. We know where we at throughout the day. So we juggling balls, but we make sure we commit to not only our viewers, but to ourselves
and our community.
And our community, of course. Shout out to the Green Bay community, man. I mean, we got some good things that's coming up this next month. Of course, it's Martin Luther King. February, Black History Month. Martin Luther King birthday, Black History Month. So we getting into that groove. I mean, like silently, I'm hearing like the drums. You know what I mean? Because it's getting to that point where it's we standing up. We standing up for what we want now. You know what I mean? We have a voice. This being one of the many platforms that will be created within our community. So shout out to anybody that's really doing the podcasting or even attempted, you know what I mean? So it's just like, it's a major thing. So to have a platform to be able to say anything, I don't care if it's a live, I don't care if you're on Instagram, I don't care if you're on Facebook, I don't care if you're recording it. It's basically an opportunity to be able to stress what you're going through, what's going on. You know what I mean? How to handle things in life. And that's why we have so much fun in what we do up here, man, because it's a brotherhood, man. It's a camaraderie. It's a team effort. It takes all of us, not just us sitting right here. It's people behind the scenes that's really pushing for what we do, and I really, really respect that as well.
Facts.
But walking into Black History Month, Martin Luther King birthday, I made a post on our live that we recording live that what does that mean to you? What does Martin Luther King really, really mean to you? And I really opened up the phone line for that because it's a lot of people out here knows about Martin Luther King, but truthfully, what he stood for and what he did and what he sacrificed ultimately his life for, and what does that mean to you? I'm not asking for no sorrow from him. If you like him, you like him. If you don't, you don't. And what he stood for, but it's like, what does that mean to you? It ain't even got to be necessarily him himself, but what his actions, his motivation, his thought process, because some don't know he graduated when he was 15.
Right, the man was smart.
The man was like crazy smart. Martin Luther King.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, he graduated when he was 15, so it was like, the man was
but he was going to schools that was like, back then they wasn't going to no mixed schools, so he probably what they teach him? You feel me?
No, it's like,
because they were trying to get bused to schools and stuff like that. What school did he go to say he was that smart though?
Right.
Because back then, a lot of them black schools and stuff wasn't even accredited.
I was about to say, you want to check the accreditation.
I mean, do you think in that time?
My grandfather dropped out of 3rd grade and he was a multi-millionaire before he died. So.
Understand that. Look at us. I mean, we're on the same road. But I'm saying, to be able to have that credential and say it, and it not be challenged. He had to go through the process.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He had to go through the government. He had to go through he did it, and that's why he was really, really a threat. You know what I mean? Malcolm X did it with strength in numbers. You know, he was in the joint and all that.
Like that's my thing. Like, not to take away from Martin Luther King, but why we don't get a Malcolm X Day?
Because Malcolm X was a hood nigga.
Man,
that really got the militia together. He's no different than he's looked at it like Larry Hoover, Jeff Ford.
Come on, man. If you need somebody to put a battery in your back and run a movement, I'm definitely going to get Malcolm X.
Of course, no question. Martin Luther King was getting his shit knocked back. I mean, but he was coming in peace.
Well, we got Nathen
understand
that find his way up. So
man, I mean, he was knocking them across the head, getting knocked across, water holes down. I mean, all type of shit was happening.
I'm glad I wasn't living back then. I'd have been one dead brother. I'd have been a cooked bird. You understand me?
You know, so yeah, I mean, it's a lot that happened back then that he just came in peace. He was one of those ones that played green as hell and got what he wanted. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
He played Malcolm X. He came like, motherfucker, I will shoot you.
Hey, I've been watching Godfather Harlem too. They say a lot of that is made up. They say that's not even like Malcolm was aware bumpy and stuff like that, but they didn't really have the interactions, huh?
What's a weird bumpy?
He was aware of bumpy.
Oh, aware of
like
bumpy.
You know, they frequent the same city.
Aware of bumpy. He be having the philosophical ass.
I did have a moment there. What is a wearable bumpy?
What is a wearable bumpy? Bucky bumpy.
Yeah. I was born on the pilot shit.
I was on the pilot.
Did you ever do that?
Yeah.
I'm finna go get our guests, y'all. I love y'all, man. You know I love to be in front of the camera. I also love being behind the camera. But I'm finna go find my buddy downstairs.
Yeah, I'm talking about, man, we still got like 10 minutes.
Oh, we can send somebody down there.
Well, I'm trying to find her.
Well, I'm gonna go.
Somebody gonna have to go get him, man. Hey, can we get a secretary at 43 North, please?
We do need an assistant.
I need a secretary or an assistant. Intern at least. I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, if you're trying to learn something on some quick, real business, come holler at me, man. I'll definitely give you
intern.
I'll definitely give you a gig, man.
Excuse me, guys. I love you guys. This is the uncut part of the show.
Right.
Okay?
He said this is the uncut part.
We got ADHD. Tommy Boy has ADHD.
So look, so dig, like, it's something that I want to bring to the table, and I definitely want to bring some awareness to. I got a lot of producers who looking to bust a couple moves out here.
Shout out to the producers.
Yeah, shout out to all the producers in the Valley, shout out to all the producers in the Bay. I definitely want to put together something to where we can get a beat battle. Definitely gonna break it down by genre and type of beat, you know what I'm saying? So if it's any real producers that really want to challenge themselves and challenge other producers.
What's a real producer?
Who actually get down to not using loops. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Now it's cool if you use a loop, but you gotta build around that loop, dog. I'm just gonna guarantee you right now. You better add something to it. I'm telling you right now, you definitely better not just play a loop to me, cause that motherfucker better break down 2-3 times.
He say the one that don't do loops.
Yeah, there's a lot of artists, but it's a lot of producers who using loops. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that.
No shout to the ones doing loops. No shout.
Listen, when I first started making beats, I was definitely not the coldest nigga. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start somewhere, but at the same token though, I definitely want to bring awareness to all my producers that's out here. So if I can gather maybe 6 to 10 producers who dead serious about their craft, I'll put together something and get us a venue to where we can have a beat battle, and then we can start something new and do something different. You know what I'm saying?
You can have the beats available for sale too.
Man, they can do whatever they want because it's really just them networking to find new connects. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got new fans who want to listen to the beats that they just heard. So now they gonna go find you.
Now when you're having that beat battle, it could be something else that's added to the equation too. You ever heard of a kick swap? I was gonna talk about that too.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely down with that. Shout out to the Roots Urban Outfitters in Milwaukee, man. Liam, he definitely showed me a lot about that because they had me do a sneaker con with them in Milwaukee.
Tommy's back there.
Yeah, I'm definitely down with doing a kick swap, or you know what I'm saying, being able to do some dope like that on that end. So if we can get it popping, I'm definitely down for it.
Hey, so
I'm shocked.
I don't know what I want to say is this because I do the uncut part and I run off and I'll be behind the camera in front of the scene. But I'm kind of excited today because I got a guy here, man. My boy Nathen Peni, man. I don't know about Iceberg, man. Some of our videographers, some people say that's the coldest song created in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The visual, I showed it to her Honor today. She didn't even want to hit a word. She said the visual was so mesmerizing. I tried to explain about the low weather. Shout out to Larry, man, Dobie Bryan, man, for that.
Respect the shooters, man.
But oh yeah, they gonna punch you to the phone. You saw that comment. Gotta respect the shooters though, but we respect the artists as well. So, you know, we try to have a few different platforms for different artists, man. So it's a pleasure to bring this guy up. Like I said, I'm gonna get behind the scenes, but you know, let's talk about music, man. Talk y'all shit, man. Cause one thing he do, he be at Jay ass on the low. He be throwing slugs at Jay. So I am so glad to get him here and really shoot your shit.
Slide over.
No, I got you.
He over here. I'm finna get out the camera. Come on, man. Hey, man. What's up, baby?
What's good, boy? How you doing? Blessings.
How you been?
Pretty good.
Yo, we got him on the show. Hey, Tommy, you a motherfucking fool, boy. I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. Hey, he kept this one quiet, but this is how you get shit done, man. This is how we get it done at 43 North, man. We got Nathen Peni in the building. So we just gonna dive right at it. I know everybody, I got a name for myself out here. I got a little name for myself.
Baby Suge.
They call me Suge.
Baby Suge. That Baby Suge.
They call me Suge.
Record shit and tearing shit up.
But I say this, and I'm gonna say this respectfully. If I wasn't who I was, we wouldn't have created the platform collectively. Facts. I mean, it's people that I seen that had it in them. But even I applied the sports method to it. I played football. I was a star running back, just like my kids are. I mean, all my kids are, you know, very, very athletic, and it came from me and their mom, of course. But I applied that method. It's those who are superstars today, like your Marshawn Lynch's, like your Devontae Adams, like your Jamal Williamson, that are superstars today. Even Captain Zeke, shout out to the practice, Captain Zeke. We finna get this thing. But anyway, I applied that method because in coaching and what you do, and even in business, you gotta be strict on those who you know who got it. Because if you give in to them right away, it's gonna fuck up their career.
Facts.
And it hurted me a lot when I denied a lot of people. Well, we just had Keys up here, and I denied and told him no so many times because it wasn't from me to be able to give him that platform at the time. But now look at him. You know, so it's the same thing with Nathen. You know, I denied him and I told him, you gotta get back to the drawing board. Come on, I got you, but
that's usually what it take though.
It was people that was in line that we was working with that was already putting in that work, but he had his opportunity to have to show himself. And he did. He came out the gate cold, and I was rooting for him day one, but it was like, I'ma still apply my method because I know he gonna be great. I know he gonna make it. Just like Boy. He came at me and he was denied. You know, I deny a lot of people because if you give in, they gonna think they need to get what they want all the time. And it's not about what they want. It's about what they need at that moment. And it was a denial. But look at him now. Without further ado,
it wasn't a denial. I gotta say a word. The thing with Nate, the issue, not even an issue, but the situation what I heard coming from Nate is why artists in here in the community, and Will can explain that to you as far as BMI and stuff go, don't get paid for local shows. Because they felt that they were drawing the crowd. You feel me? Right. They felt that the crowd was only coming because they was the artists performing. So giving them a platform to perform, how did you take that personal that you wasn't getting paid, or how, you know what I mean?
I think it was kind of like the feeling like, man, because I'm watching all these other guys and the steps that they taking to make a show successful. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what anybody said between the case with me and you, I watched how you do business. I watched how you stood back and you watched how your work, showed. You know what I mean? As far as your security, how they on point. As far as everybody gotta pay. Just because you my friend, I know you, but this is business. Don't take it personally. Right. And I took that and I ran with it. Let me try to do this myself. Exactly. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it may not seem like that, but I took after you with certain things. And as far as throwing the show, I looked up to you with things like that. Sure. And I took that on my own, and I had a lot of successful shows. Yes. I done threw like 5 or 6 shows, and I got over 100 people. That feels good. Yeah,
shit, because you created it, my nigga.
That's what it was all about.
And what I wanted to do is like,
feel good behind that shit.
It's a lot of,
that's your hard work,
yeah, it's a lot of things that for the grown-ups to do. We 21, we can go to any bar. The younger kids under age 16 and up, they don't got much to do. I wanted them, even their artists that they go to school with, to get a chance to
shout out to Young Chevy now.
You know what I mean? So I just try to do something different, you know what I mean? But eventually I want to bring these guys and everybody, we can just come together and make it one idea. It ain't got to be, I came up with this, you came up with that.
Right. And that's what we was going through a lot of.
Hold up for a second.
Y'all continue to talk.
Oh yeah, we
Go
still live.
Yeah.
I ain't tripping, but
Yeah,
just gonna make sure the big camera ready.
though. I
This
really
one's
took
been-
a lot of that stuff in. I took a lot what was going on in at the time. But for me, I was like, I'm creating a platform. And I told you in the live, I'm like, hell yeah, you should speak up for getting paid. But I'm like, I'm not gonna be the one to pay it. The only thing that I was doing at the time, because it was costing a lot to secure the venue, to have the security, to do that. The best thing at the time, the budget that's set, I could set up you a VIP, give you bottles, we can promote. That's why I was asking people to start their clothing line. I'm glad, shout out to everybody that started their clothing line and listen. I said that nobody didn't look at Trail Will. I was encouraging everybody to do their clothing line because I seen a bracket that we can do as far as if we have the artists there, if they have merch to sell, we can sell the merch.
That's where they get all their money back.
The ticket sales, partial of that can go, I ain't selling no tickets. So I'm like, damn, I can't, you know what I mean? I'm trying to put those out there, but you get cats tickets and then they're like, oh man, you know what I mean? The next thing you know, the whole entourage coming in for free. You know, I've been through that. So it's like, when you dealing with venues like that, it was just lack of communication, I think, amongst everybody. But I'm glad that we went through what we went through because we wouldn't know what we know today and we wouldn't be sitting here. I mean, we got a platform, a huge platform to really say what's going on in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and it's working. You know what I mean? So,
and that's honestly why I would say, I would never sit back and say like, man, they bogus for not putting me on the show and nothing like, because you don't know, you gotta look at the bigger picture. You don't know, I don't know what you went through trying to get this show and stuff to happen. You can't bring everybody in. I'm barely got my foot in the door. I'm trying to get my foot in the door, and I realized that after I started doing my own shows.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I want to apologize personally.
Right. It's love, baby. You know that. You know that.
See that right there, y'all. How hard is it for that to happen in Green Bay?
Man, it's a lot of people.
It took these brothers 3 minutes to say what they had to say, and look at that.
And then to think about it now,
crazy.
Me being who I am, I like to, and this is why I love dealing with Trill Will and Tommy Boy, is because I'll plant a seed, somebody else will put the water, it'll sprout, it'll grow, somebody else will come in nature. Now, where you doing your shows at was actually what I set up for what you're doing. I talked to him beforehand. I said, give it to them. That's where you're going to make money. The grown people didn't want to come out there. So I did a birthday party out there for the team, and it jumped. I'm like, wait a minute. The younger people could come out here. I say, Beto. Shout out to Beto, man. A lot of people say he's so tight, he's sweet when he walk, but I can work with him. I loosened him up a little bit. Shout out to Beto, man. He behind.
And you still owe me that meeting too, Beto.
Right. He gonna get it. But where you at right now was actually invested into what you want to do, because I seen that. I'm like, man, maybe one of them, even Kyrie, the Charlton, we went in there together. You know what I mean? I'm like, I want this for y'all. I've been through it. Y'all seen the level that I stood on. Now it's about y'all. I'm ready to get to my point where I'm behind the scenes doing business. Me and my kids, my wife, my family, you know what I mean? We chilling. We sacrificed ourselves already. So now that we got the platform, we standing on, it's y'all time to shine. You know what I mean? Continue to do the parties. Continue to get them visuals. Continue to push your music, because to be honest, Iceberg, man, really hit them hard on the visuals and the lyrics. I mean, all around, because it's a category for me.
Can I ask you a question, TP, though? What's the follow-up, though?
Oh, that's coming. I know that's coming. I know he got a
follow with me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like when you drop a big ass video like that, you gotta come with something else, because it's like you killed your own way by not even following it up.
Exactly. So, you know what I mean? I've had a lot of life issues that I had to deal with, you know, on my past mistakes. But now that I'm over that and all that's behind me, I can really focus on what I need to do.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I've been recording a lot. That's there. I got hits.
Okay.
I actually got a video that's gonna be dropping probably this Friday. You know, and I actually got another video coming up with Adobe, you know. So I got 2 videos that's gonna
that's what I'm talking about, grind. Sit in the background and work. You ain't gotta be on the front all the time, bro.
Right. Hey, he was a Hubert, and you know, anytime I got an opportunity.
Prison Reform.
You gonna tell this story every time.
I was an American Fool. I mean, he sung these songs to me, so when I watched him come to life, I mean, I used to be in the studio when he was working with Trey and perfecting his craft.
What's your situation with Trey anyway?
You know, Trey's a good dude. You know what I mean? Despite a lot of stuff that everybody you know, think about that man, I would definitely be. I can definitely say that he helped me get to where I am right now. He kind of guided me, and being in the studio with 6 dudes, and you trying to let them hear your voice, and your verse is not the first verse that's gonna be looked at. These other guys is they better and more experienced than you. For me to be able to get over that, now being in the studio with 6 dudes, I promise you, this man gonna choose my verse over all theirs. Having that confidence, he helped me with that a little bit. So, you know, I appreciate bro a lot.
Shout out to Prince Trey, man. Artist development,
yes,
man.
Yes,
it's gonna take the OGs to do it.
Exactly, the mentors and all that. So, right now, if you would have to say, as far as working, I always talk about collaboration. If you had to pick locally artists to work with, 2 of them, who would it be?
Honestly, I'm a definitely have to. It's a lot of, but the artists that we already pretty much just know about right now.
Come on, local. Yeah, I'm saying local. Right here in the Bay or right here in the Bay to Appleton.
Yeah, Daytona is a outstanding artist. Like, honestly, sometimes I be want to tell bro, like, I don't even think you know how like outstanding you is, bro. Like he is cold. You know, that's my type of music. And another guy, like, you gotta have that tough side of you. You got to that aggressiveness. I'm gonna have to go with Boy. That's my guy. He got that toughness to him, and he ain't letting up on it.
Nah,
you know what I mean? Bro ain't letting up on that shit.
And them 2 names we hit in the circle a lot, and we need to really get. We worked with Boy interview before, but Prince Trey and Boy, man, they don't know how powerful they was and are in this community, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? We gotta show some light on them guys.
Right, y'all age bracket really reinforced a lot of the hip hop that was here. You know what I mean? And recreated it, because all of y'all are different in your own way. Now, don't get me wrong, the leaders of the new school, the finesse cam shit, they kind of sound the same a little bit. You know what I mean? But they got their own style. But y'all was unique in your own way. You created your style, your way. Boy them have a different style. Troy them have a different style. So on and so forth. But it's like, to be able to have that variety of music here, I just thought it was just very, very creative. Only thing I thought everybody was scared, not saying you, the ones that went out there, but it's a lot of other artists outside of y'all.
I'm gonna speak on that, not to cut you off or anything, but another artist, you know, I'm gonna have to go with my boy KM. You know, he's in the building right now. He's a newer artist that I'm, you know, really working with just to find himself a little bit. But he's definitely, you know, I got a couple tracks out there with him, but he's definitely one of the most slept artists here. And another guy, my guy D Wade. He's just, you know, he crazy with the computer. He just a homebody, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to get him out there more. I actually got a video dropping with him on his 26th. I mean, not on the 26th, we shooting on the 26th, but he definitely gonna be an artist that we gonna really bring out too, man. But I just wanna get a lot of these other artists, man. The one thing I can tell y'all gotta go hard. You know, ain't nobody gonna put the spotlight on y'all.
So my next question though, you still Jerk Village, or you just by yourself?
I'm just by myself, and I'm just working. My guys, MBB, you know what I mean? That's my family. That's a new movement we got coming. You know what I mean? But mainly, you know, to fall back on, that's family.
Well, y'all see it here, man. He a free agent, right? So if you got them labels, y'all better start hitting him up.
Is you working on the clothing line?
Straight up.
Not necessarily. I think I'm just, you know.
Is there something in the future that you might?
Yeah, definitely in the future. You know what I mean? So, you know, I got a couple group of people, really just, you know, 2 people that I'm just really working with right now. Eventually, like everything right now, we just got a name of the family, a brand, you know, that what we is. So eventually, when everything come in, it might turn into entertainment. You know what I mean? But right now, we just a family. You know.
Right. You got to get us some of that music, man. You got to get us some of that heat before it come out. So
I know we got some heat. I know we got some heat.
And
I know, bro.
Let's set up something and get the other artists out there. Because if they hot like you said they is, we want them on 43 North. We want to be able to get their music out there, get them on feature stuff, and get them out there. Because we about to gear up and get ready to start doing these shows again. So it's just like, you know what I mean? It's just time, you know. So it's getting to that point again.
What y'all think about Boosie coming in?
I mean, we love it. I mean, it's an amazing opportunity. That's part of the. That was part of the mission. That's part of the mission. I mean, that gives me an opportunity and to say what we've done collectively here has got out there in the industry. Yeah. So that's more opportunity for you, more opportunity for Trill, Tommy, and everything that we do. Because Boosie coming, my main thing, what I'm really, really nervous about, I think we've went collectively with all the new people that came and did shows. Shout out to Hustler here, Ren Stanton, that everybody that's trying to get to that power mogul state. It's basically like we all came together, man, and it's working. So now to have that,
it's like everybody buried the bullshit they got to be.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just time to get to it, man, and really start working. So, I mean, I get out there. But my main thing that I'm nervous about, to be honest with y'all, how the way we host him. Because by Boosie being who he is, he's in the industry as far as like what's going on in this area. And his say-so can kind of, and it's just like a welcoming. Like Wayne, he came here, you know, and he got welcomed by the Packers.
Yeah.
So we have to welcome Boosie.
I'm honestly like, let me ask, like, bro, you kind of like, you know what I mean? I know you've been doing this for a while, but you kind of nervous how everything gonna turn out as far as Boosie here?
Not at all.
I respect that, and I truly believe that you know what I mean?
Not at all.
But like you said, Boosie, you know, he seemed like a strict person. Like from what I look at him and I see his interviews and everything, just how he is, he like a strict person. You know what I mean?
So is you beat the right question?
No.
So as far as the money, I know, because if the money ain't right, he's not gonna come.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Like ain't no half-ass.
All I can say is this. The deposit done been made, baby.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So the cake is ready to be baked. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't tripping. Everybody else, I know they naysaying because this is the biggest shit that we done had here since when?
I mean, since this is the biggest shit.
I've been here
the biggest.
So that's fine. You know, again, everybody like, man,
I mean, who though? Hold
on. But that was what, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. That shit don't count no more. That's a statute of limitations.
Didn't Young Blue come here?
Who?
Young Blue was here, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Young Blue's artist.
Yeah, but he didn't do the numbers.
Yeah, he didn't do the numbers at Confederates. He didn't do the numbers at Confederates.
Oh my God. I think that's just the city.
I'm gonna say it again, bro. I'm the only DJ that packed Confederates.
Yeah.
What? It's the city, bro. It's Young Blue, one of the hottest artists in.
It was more females, I'm gonna be honest, it was more females in the building than dudes.
Yeah.
So of course you already know how that's gonna turn out.
That shit crazy.
Catfight.
What do you think about the promotion you guys doing? What is your buddy you work with, the one overseas, the hoop or whatever?
Yeah, Sandy.
No, not your cousin. The young boy who was hooping with the dad from
Zach.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh yeah, that's another guy I want to give a shout out to. Shout out Zach, man, my little brother, man. Yeah, bro. You know, like Cam too. You know, them two. As far as like when we put a flyer out there, bro, I don't know how these two get these flyers everywhere, but these flyers I'm talking about my last show, I had people in Madison, Milwaukee. Where you from, Madison? Damn, how you hear about this? Oh, I seen it on Cam or Zach's story. I don't know what these guys do, but they do when as far as promoting and getting these shows out here. And you know what I mean? I just definitely this somebody that y'all, you know, can talk to, and so you can teach y'all the business aspect of things more, rather than, you know, just, it's way more than just sharing it on Facebook and doing this. He put it in your hand. I don't know how you put something online in your hand, but you do it, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, them, they gonna be something for a fact.
Who would you like, what artist you would like to see come here? We got that freshness.
All right,
You like the freshness. What, if you would like to see an artist come to Green Bay, like on a higher platform, like a BA artist, who would you like to see come here?
Honestly, for some, only person I feel like that'll bring the crowd out, honestly, is the baby.
Yeah.
If
And
he
it's
come,
crazy.
I don't know about that.
I'm gonna tell you a story about the baby, man. Shout out to the baby.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Future.
I don't know.
Yeah, Future.
I would say young boy. I would say young boy will come.
oh yeah.
I'm gonna say little baby. It's a few of them that are coming.
A lot of
Definitely.
people off quality control. Shout out to quality control.
Yeah,
I want to get this over.
You seen the flyer I posted yesterday for the Deuce, and you see we got everybody on the remix.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
shout out to Drillo, shout out to all my whole team in Memphis, man. Thank y'all. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Working over there.
I'm gonna be real though. You seen what NBA did in Milwaukee though?
Yeah.
They weren't turning up to him, bro. Dropped the mic literally and left. So as far as them paying that man his money and he coming here, I wouldn't just trust NBA coming here in the city. I wouldn't trust the city having him come here. I'm not gonna say him because you know
he did that.
Yeah, so I'm saying like if they don't turn up to him, bro, he not finna stand there. He gonna get out of there. Like I really feel like he'll do that. But as far as somebody like the baby gonna come turn that motherfucker up.
Yeah.
He gonna come turn that every packing them meals.
Man, I'm gonna tell you a crazy thing. When we went to Indiana, I heard about the baby, and that's when I started following him and his story and how he got to Boosie and you know and all that stuff. And once he made that track with Boosie, a lot of people started hearing about him. Then he just kept on the gas, and he is today. But I had an opportunity to get him for $5,000.
And you ain't buy it.
I didn't buy it. I didn't know who the fuck he was.
That whole time.
Then I did the history on it. I'm checking it on it. I'm like, they used to call him Baby Jesus. I'm like, what the fuck? Now they call him the baby. and it stuck. He was in Charlotte doing something with a diaper on it.
Yeah, he was doing his promo with a diaper on.
Yes,
he had dropped his tape and he was out here moving.
When we went to Indiana, he had a show coming right after that. And then when we came back, I had his manager number and whatnot. We was talking, and then it had hit. He was like, "Man, this is all we tried to do, this and that," and it was gonna happen, but it just didn't fall through. The shit here started fluctuating. You know what I mean? So it was
I
like,
think he fucking around with him like 50.
oh, he 55 all day long.
Them niggas probably want more than that, man. Y'all
probably
man. That's how a lot of these industry artists is eating. They eating off the show money, man. Like, you only get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you. I don't need you if I'm making 55 a night and I'm going for 30 days.
But you know what that's gonna do though? If I'm already making 100 bands off a show and this label trying to sign me for $1 million, I'm gonna make that off my shows.
I'm doing that in 10 days, bro. You gotta give me at least 10. You gotta give me 10. You gotta give me tenfold what I'm worth.
Yeah. That's
where I don't want it.
Man, are you opposed to doing like song battles or what's name battles, or just structuring yourself as an artist outside of a song artist, more as a rapper, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you opposed to that or anything? Like,
honestly, I people ask me that multiple times, like, man, you want to do a freestyle on camera and all that. Honestly, I don't really know. I would honestly say I'm a writer. You know what I mean? I'm an artist. I don't really, I wouldn't be able to do something like that. You know what I can maybe try, but it's just not me. So I'd rather just stick to what I know. You know what I mean?
Because you're multi-talented in that area. That's kind of like the dream. He don't do nothing. He can rap, he can sing, he can write, produce and do all those various things, but he's not the type that actually would sit there as far as like battle or something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's just the creative artists, and I think a lot of the multi-talented artists is like that. You get the ones that has that's just that 1-2 drive that actually don't care, just in that dog mode. You know what I mean? And they just become, because what I'm seeing with a lot of artists, they just get down and gutter with it, then they create the creativity come out. It's like you gotta get past this hard shell, you know what I mean, that shit, and then your creativity start to show.
Exactly.
Because the baby, for me, he was always rapping to the way he talked. You know what I mean? Over any beat, it worked, but then you see his style change and he started rapping to the beat. You know what I mean? So, a lot of people are creative in that area, and that's cool, but we got a lot of that going on around here. So what else we can look for coming from you though? Like, what other things you're working on besides, the albums and stuff?
What's up with the project though?
What?
Where the project at?
Like, what do you mean as far as the project? Like
EP, mixtape, something. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give me something. My nigga, you just dropping single.
Iceberg is part of an EP though, actually. Underrated or something, right?
Yeah, I actually dropped EP, actually underrated. It's on all platforms. So
you saying, but after that though?
Yeah, so
we know about that one, but what's next?
So after
the question was what's next?
Yeah, so after that, like, honestly, I'm focused on more like videos. I got a lot of hits. I got so much songs that I can fuck around and just turn it into an EP if I wanted to. You know what I mean? So I'm focused on my image right now, putting myself out there, having when people look me up, I have a whole lot of stuff. Like Boy, when you go on his page, he got 6, 7, 8 videos in songs. I want to have my shit like that. I'm trying to build my brand and then do more stuff. It don't make sense to make an EP right now when people barely know me. Now they got to sit and listen to a whole EP of me when they barely see my face. They barely see how I dress, what I do. You know what I mean?
You flagged out, man. You come from family of dresses too, man.
Yeah, he come from
family of dresses.
I'm just trying to build my brand right now, bro.
I can dig it.
That's why I'm trying to drop a couple of these videos, and then,
Would you be opposed to acting?
Acting?
Yeah.
I definitely would. I know I'm funny as hell.
You see, fish line, hey, I'm fishing out there on him, man. You never know.
I do shit like that. Yeah, I definitely do shit.
I'm gonna hold you to that. I try to get a lot of people to do a lot of different things, man. We was always talking about doing a movie.
You know what I'm saying? Tommy had me acting the other night. I did my first skit with Tommy.
Skits. Shout out Trip with me. They just
I'm not no acting ass nigga, bro.
Man,
I'm not no acting ass nigga or no game playing ass nigga, but Tommy got me
chemistry, man. Tommy pulled some weird shit up out you, man.
Yeah,
he had me in a goddamn ninja suit in the gas station, chasing him around while he was in a hot dog suit. So it's.
See what I'm saying? Like, dude, brain. Oh, no, what the fuck be wrong with
He be so creative when he be showing me, watch this video, like the ice cream truck video with Prince Trey. I'm like, bro, who? This guy, he different, bro. He's so different.
I'm looking at that.
I told Tommy that he had the best video in the Bay at that time for that.
Yeah,
because you got the nigga driving the truck at the same time he in the back rapping, fool. Like, who else doing that shit?
Ain't nobody doing that.
Shout out to Vanessa V too, man. She played the pivotal role.
Yeah, what, licking ice cream?
Yeah. I like that. I feel like work right. You know?
I feel like niggas sometimes motherfuckers be scared to be too creative like that because they feel like they gonna look like a goofy.
Man, you know, I had to delete the video. I had uploaded the video and I had a version of Prince Trey, and everybody clowned him so bad that he was chocolate ice cream. Yeah. You clowned him too. I talked to him about it. Everybody clowned him so bad he couldn't take it as a man, so he called me and said, I just want the video down. I just want my.
Hey, bro, we was in the studio when he showed me the video. He was like, he was like, bro, I think he was like, gee, I don't even want it. He said the video good. He was like, but just my part. I'm like, bro, come on, bro, let me see it. Then he finally let me see that motherfucker. Like, he was like, yeah, bro, I gotta call him right now. He gotta take that down.
Damn, Tommy.
And I said, me and Landon said every edit to him to make sure everything was good, you know, because this is his brand. But like I say, man, you live and you learn, you know what I mean? And working with different artists, that's actually artists themselves has been a challenge for me. I like to work with creators. If you're a producer, be a producer. Don't let me come to your studio and you trying to be a rapper when you be the producer. Have you been faced with that a lot? Like you went to the studio?
I hate that, like, cause it's like, man, I feel like people be trying to just do too much at once, bro. Just stick to what you know, man. Like, it ain't wrong to change it up, but stick to what you know. You know, and people be, man, that's all.
That's what I tell them. Stay in your
But we gotta weed it out. Once we weed everything out, I think we got a point now where we weeded a lot of bullshit out of the entertainment industry up here, man. Because a lot of things that's been going on, that used to go on, ain't going on no more. I don't know if it's because it ain't been as many shows as consistent when we used to, but it's just like now a lot of people had a lot of time to think. You know what I mean? Like this shit's kind of gone. It's only one little small place. Let's bring it back and let's do it right. And that's what I'm ready for. You know what I mean? Because we have potential. It's just like an old 57 Chevy trying to start up. You know what I mean? So it's like, but you gonna whine a little bit, but once it get going, that motherfucker gonna run like a sewing machine.
Yeah, so you got to prime that gas a few times.
You know when I think the city gonna take everything serious is when we start bringing artists here back to back.
Yeah.
Like Milwaukee. Look at Milwaukee. The rave. They going crazy. They bringing everything.
See, but can I speak on that too? Though they also have a venue for that shit.
Okay.
Exactly.
We don't have a fucking venue here. Now let's just say we do go get the baby. Where the fuck we gonna take?
Nigga, the rash.
But you already know that's gonna come with what?
That bread.
Whoo!
I already got the numbers on there.
But he gonna make multiple.
I already got the numbers on there.
But again, a lot of the dudes who start out as a promoter ain't gonna have the money for that.
Yeah.
But you can work to it. This is the
right. You can definitely work to it. I never said you couldn't do that, but a lot of people don't have the patience for that growth.
Yeah,
but that's the thing. That's why I say the weeding process. You got to get people that really believe that can happen, and the rest, and you can give a fuck about them.
You see, I ain't tripping on just like I asked you, like you think, nigga, I know.
I look at it like this.
I know.
I look at it like this. Just follow me real quick. We take our local artists. We do multiple shows with them. We take 10% of the profits and set it to the side till we get to that goal.
Yeah, on my life.
If it take us a year, if it take us 2 years, if collectively we all come in, you're producer, I'm promoter, creator, artist, more artists.
How about this? I got an even better solution. How about all the promoters in this area sit down in one room?
Exactly.
That's what really needs to happen. Like,
and that's something you and Zach can go to, you know, even if y'all ain't just go to just to be involved with that.
Like if we can get all the promoters in one room and we can get everybody in the same book, same page, same paragraph, I guarantee we can have shows at the rest by the end of at least by the summer. We can have our own summer jam if niggas got on the right page.
Not only that, we can have a 3-day festival.
Again, that's a summer jam. Summer jam
I'm saying outside where you camp and you can be there all weekend long, make it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
You a promoter. You know just as well as I do.
We just needed the support. The promoters in this area needed the support from the people.
But look, the support ain't gonna come from the people until they see the unity at the top.
True that.
So what do you think the big misconception or the disconnect with the old heads and the young boys is right now?
This communication. We scared to come to them we scared to come to them we want to think we can do everything on our own. We scared to ask somebody for a favor, and I know that I peep everything.
But every favor ain't a favor, because a lot of favor is just game. A nigga just gotta give you some game. It ain't about him really lifting a finger for you.
I'm stuck.
He ain't really gotta lift a finger for you. He just gotta really like,
I got
hey, look,
this creativity and I'm stuck.
move me this way, cause I don't know how to get this way. So let me go and put you on this track.
Nobody want to ask for a helping hand. Everybody feel like they can.
Cause you niggas too prideful. You young niggas is too prideful.
Yeah, a lot of them is.
And
I take my hat off to Nathen. I take my hat off.
I'm gonna be honest with you though. It's sad though. It's sad though, cause your pride, when you swallow it, don't taste like shit.
I feel like recognizing and knowing you gotta change it. You know what I mean? When you recognize something, you know it's something that you gotta work on, or you can be better in. That by me saying that, I know that I can't be like that.
Right. My nigga,
I gotta ask somebody for a helping hand if I need.
So I done seen a nigga do this. Okay, so I'm trying to get there. Let me go ask dog a question real quick. Let me go rub elbows with bro real quick and see if he can give me some of the game that I need to get to where I gotta go. That's all you gotta do.
Exactly.
Really ain't that hard, and if a lot of niggas put their attitudes in their purse, bro, the rap game up here would definitely flourish.
I take my hat off to Nathen, man, because that's what I won't say we've been saying, but what we've been saying. And the reason why I say that is because we look to help the younger generation, because we didn't have our fathers the way we want. I'm not saying that's how it is, but we grew without that male guidance.
It ain't even that. Just in the business world as black men, who the hell do we get to look up to?
That's what I'm saying, exactly.
So
you don't know your neighborhood people.
You know what I'm saying? So definitely, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that we got to do for the young ones. Like, okay, y'all see us out here taking care of the artists and shit. You see your paperwork in order, come holler at a nigga.
Right.
Get me right, Trill. Right. What steps do I need to take? I'm not going to laugh at you, nigga. Shit, let's get this money.
So what I think we need to do as far as trying to get to a goal like that, as far as the rest, you know what I mean? We got to throw all type of events out there. You know what I mean? Like, let's do an all age event here. You know what I mean? No liquor for the night. Right. Something like that. I promise you, all them kids gonna come, pay their $10, and they gonna turn up. They gonna make it look good on video, and they gonna have fun. No drama. You know what I mean?
You can have your drama, you're just gonna get your ass up out of here. Yeah. I'm not gonna play with you. I'm not gonna play with you.
Hey, shout out to the new security company in town, man. It's called DL Security.
So they ain't worried about no drama.
It's a whole new security company, man, that handle all kind of venues, that handle all kind of personal, private security, things of that nature. So it's gonna be a different vibe as far as how the clubs is going, you know, and everything as far as that go. But to make that connection with the younger artists, man, and you're right, man, a lot of them have been like that. I work with several artists that when you tell them, like, yo, you gotta go back to the drawing board, they look like they
shout out to Lil Debo, man. I know Lil Debo hate me, man.
I know Debo hates, but I guarantee he gonna come back. He gonna
that little nigga.
He gonna be a beast.
He ready to beat my ass every time I get on him, fool. He be mad.
At that time, he needed that. He ain't had nobody ever tell. None of these shorties got nobody telling them you wrong. Don't do this. Go back and do this. They can't. It ain't hit him yet. But once it do, he gonna damn. That's gonna be the time where he gonna go back to the studio, and when he present himself again, he gonna be ready. It's proven fact, right?
Give us an A for what you're doing, though, man, before you go or anything, man. Shout out to whoever.
I'm saying plug your social media accounts,
all your music,
all that.
So I want to give a shout out, you know, to these guys for having me here and everything. But yeah, I want to shout out to, you know, boy, keep doing your thing, my guy. Shout out to all the other artists out here, man. We know even if y'all living in the light right now, that time gonna come. You know, you just gotta keep shining. You know what I mean? But other than that, find me on Instagram at Nathen Peni, SoundCloud, all that, YouTube. I got a lot of stuff coming for y'all, for real.
Tell them how to spell it, though. Tell them how to spell it.
Nathen Peni, NathenPeni. That's on all platforms, so you can find me. But yeah, definitely, I just want to say, just keep working, you know. No matter what you go through in life, if you destined to something, you're going to do it, period.
Y'all heard it. Y'all know what it is, man. It's 43 North Uncut. It's the host of the most Big J, Trill Will, Tommy Boy, and we out. Nathen Peni in the building. Peace.
Let me see.